nice. This is comfortable. Oh, this is comfortable. The one thing that I wish the Timberline had, though, that it's never going to, is going to be the massage chair seats. You're going to find that inside of the highest trim level, so the Platinum Max version, or the Platinum version of the Expedition. Unfortunately, not going to be available, though, inside of the Timberline. Still is nice, though, and like still fairly feature loaded all at the same time. I feel like a bit of a boss driving this thing. It's such a big vehicle. One thing that I've noticed about this ride is how quiet it is. And that's one of the cool things about the Timberline version of the Expedition specifically, is that we will have a quieter ride than what we're going to find inside of some of the other trims of the vehicle. So this one has like an active noise cancellation in it. The best way for me to describe it would be like very similar to what you're going to find inside of like the Lincoln lineup of vehicles. So like Ford Lincoln, but Lincoln specifically, like the interior is very quiet, and that's exactly how I feel about this right now. It's super, super quiet. It's a super quiet ride, which I love. Love it. It's nice. In other words, it does have some good technology that's available inside of it. So speed limit right there, it went from 50 up to 60. If I had the intelligent cruise control set up, it actually would pick me up to that higher speed on top of that. It's a really brilliant system. Like I love how many options, how much feature packed, how feature loaded this thing really is. So there's so many cool pieces of technology. Like looking at the digital cluster screen by itself, like I love the way that it looks. Very similar to what we're going to find inside of a lot of F-150s when we've got that fully digital cluster. It just looks really cool. And like even the Sync 4 media screen here, like there are two different options that are available. You've either got this beefy guy, so like a 15.5 inch media screen. There's one that's slightly smaller than that, so it's going to depend on your own personal preferences. What do you like the look of? What do you have the budget for on top of that? So a lot of things you got to kind of you have to take into account when you're looking at which build you end up going for. But one thing that I like about the Timberline version is what's underneath the hood of this thing. So it's still going to have the 3.5 liter EcoBoost engine, but one of the cool things about the Timberline version of the vehicle is that it's a 3.5 liter high output instead. So 440 horsepower with 510 pound-feet of torque. So it is a crazy powerful vehicle. I love it. I love it. It's like speed. I need the speed. No, this is really nice though. Now the one thing, obviously, I mean, it's a big vehicle all at the same time, and this isn't even the Max version of the Expedition, because we've got the regular versus the Expedition Max. The Max isn't going to be available in every trim level though. So the Timberline, you can only get it 4x4, and you can only get it in the regular length. So if you need the extended length, unfortunately, it's just not available as an option inside of the Timberline trim level of the vehicle. Bump test. It literally felt like I was going over nothing right there. It's so good. So good. This is really, really nice though. I still can't get over how quiet this ride is. This is really nice. Huh. I love it. All the technology, like I've got ventilated seats going right now on top of that. So it's a quiet ride, it's a comfortable ride, and it's a cool ride because we've got leather seats inside of this thing, but they're ventilated, so it just makes it like that much better. It's really nice. So we had the Expedition Timberline version of the vehicle. It was introduced for the 2022 model year. One of the great things about the Timberline, just the off-road capability. We've got different shocks, we've got different suspension system than what we're going to find in the rest of the Expedition lineup. So if your idea of a vehicle is taking this thing off-road, the Timberline version of the vehicle is absolutely something that should be on your radar. Like, without a shadow of a doubt, it is really, really nice. This is nice. I love it. Like Ace Ventura. Nobody wants to play with me. I'd love to take this thing off-road. Oh. Fortunately, it is an unsold unit, and I don't know who the new owner is going to be, so respecting the new cars. But this thing has a little bit of kick. It's impressive. I'm going to give it that. It is really impressive. So a few things. I've got the adaptive cruise control setting turned on right now. And this thing also has the option for speed sign recognition. And one of the cool things about that speed sign recognition is that if the vehicle figures out that the speed has dropped, let's say from 80 down to 60, which is going to happen, it's going to slow the vehicle down. And then one of the cool things is that if it goes the other way, so if it goes from, let's say, from 60 up to 80, it's also going to increase our speed. And it's all based off of tolerance levels that are set right through this media screen. It's really nice. Oh, this is good. It's good. The ride is really quiet. Like, really the only thing they can hear right now would be a little bit of road noise, like the tiniest amount of road noise. But I mean, we can easily drown that out with some audio. Okay, so good song. I love the tune, but the sound inside of the vehicle is really nice. And that's because we're in the high package of the Timberline, which is going to be the 501A package. It has an upgraded Bang & Olufsen speaker system. So we just have deeper sound that's going to be available inside of this thing. Don't get me wrong, like the regular sound system inside of it is good. It's just that when we get into the higher trim of the vehicle, it's just that much better. The higher package is just that much better. Speed sign recognition kicking in again, it dropped down to 50 and it's automatically slowed me down to 50 as well. Like, it's such a brilliant system. And I love that it works both ways. Like, it can pick up our speed, it can also slow us down as necessary, just depending on what's going on with the current speed. It's brilliant. I love it. It's good. I still can't get over that digital cluster screen. It looks so nice. We can customize it like a tiny little bit, not a lot, like a little bit. Like 50 cents right now. But we do have that option. But I mean, if you're looking for more of a walkthrough on the steering wheel cluster or the media screen, check down in the description below. I've already put together some comprehensive videos. I like how this guy just randomly cuts in front of everybody in order to do an illegal U-turn. I don't get people. Like, all you had to do was just like go in, circle around quickly, but like, no, I'm going to inconvenience everybody else on the road because I want to get where I want to go. Ugh. It's like reason number one why you should have a dash cam, because you never know when people are going to do stupid things. No, well, oh, is this guy going to run the red too? Yeah, why not? Why do I have to stop at an amber light? The lights are not for me, they're optional. So ridiculous, but no, this is a nice ride. So we've actually got construction going on next to us. I want you to listen to something for a second. Okay, so no audio cleanup at all. This is just going to be like bass naked audio. Versus. So you still have that little bit of a hum, but outside of that, like there's... So you can hear the road noise, you can hear people driving by with the window down. The second I put the window up, gone. Literally the only noise I hear right now is just the air conditioning and then like the little bit of buzzing because of the construction behind us here. That is really cool. I love the noise cancellation inside of this thing. It is really, really nice. All right, and let's go explore Expedition Bump. That is nice. You can obviously feel that you're going over a bump, but because we're in the Timberline, we've got different suspension. It absorbs so much of like just the general road noise and things like that. It is so nice. Oh, that's really cool. Formula Ford, these people are fantastic to deal with. Amazing dealership. Been dealing with them for years now, but love it. Where's this person going? There we go. All right. They're like, I don't even know where I'm going. Oh, that's why there's a truck blocking us here. All right. But that was a look at the Ford Expedition Timberline. What did you think? The overall features, functionality, what this thing has to offer, I think is absolutely amazing. But if you have any questions, drop it in the comment section below and let me know. But if you enjoyed this one, thumbs up, share it with your social networks. And until I see you next time, take care.